Hey folks, June 15th at the squash patch, Rotable Patch Compound. We'll turn you around and let's get this started. Show off these squash plants and squash. Let's start at the stop sign patch. The fence is on, so I gotta be careful. Got a stump cover. Don't have a fan on this one yet. That's coming real soon in the future. Plant's pretty good size. It is going to fill up this whole area. I am going to put nothing else here. Just this lonely squash. Sweeping the secondaries back, so I will have a little naked area back here, I'd say. That's all right. I'm fine with that. This area is pretty good size. Oh, mercy. What is it? 500 square foot. I can grow a big fruit here. We have a pumpkin, or squash rather. It's hard to be a squash grower when you're a pumpkin grower, but I'm getting the hang of it. That one's setting at 17 secondaries out, which is great. This size of plant, I could probably run with it. But I have one a little bit further down the line at 21. Probably gonna pollinate both, but I'm gonna try to favor that one at 21 if I can get it to shoot off in the next week or so. A little bit of weeds. Had a lot of rain lately. I'll get in there and I'll do some weed work at some point. So far, not a bad plant. A short plant, like our leaf stalk size is pretty short, and this area tends to get a lot more sun than the main patch, so that's what I'm gonna attribute it to. Speaking of the main patch, let's get down there and check it out. Might as well walk and talk to the main patch. I've got 4 down here. Everybody knows that by now. Big Cindy, Big Rick, and then 2 little Ricks at the base. Big Cindy's lost some leaves off of her main, and I'm fine with that too. They just didn't want to support themselves very well. Matter of fact, you can see one there that needs to come off real soon. I looked the plant over really good for disease, feeling around on vines, make sure I didn't have any type of mushy vine or anything that was out of the ordinary. And I mean, it's a good stable plant, and it's growing like gangbusters. So if there is a disease involved, I mean, it's really not showing itself in growth. Let's hop on in here. Oh, try not to trip into the electric fence. All right, so let's stick with this plant for now. Stump cover with a fan, and stump's starting to really swell up. Not quite a Coke bottle yet, but not far from it. Plant is growing like wildfire. I buried 2 days ago, and I mean, I always bury right up to the tip, and obviously any fruit like that I'm pulling off if I can see them, so I couldn't see that one at the time. So 2 days, that's the type of growth I'm getting at this moment. This thing's hitting on all cylinders. Pollinated a beautiful 5-lobe on her this morning at 21 secondaries. Yeah, oh, looking good, sweetie Petey. And running my normal T pattern. Don't even have holes cut because this vine will have to be lifted up to go onto the scale. And with any luck, we'll have a nice squash on the scale here. Still a lot of real estate to fill in. And we got a lot of real estate down here to fill in. We'll get down there and talk about them little Ricks here in a minute. Talk about our big girls first. So this was pollinated, the 1415 large Rick. Just a gorgeous plant. Beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous plant. Older leaf action in the middle. Like I said, I think that's frost and just nasty early spring weather. Now this thing's hitting on all cylinders. She's gorgeous. Have a beautiful tea running, and I've got a nice fruit set under the table, and we're ready for a scale real soon on this girl. She was pollinated on the 12th, and she is swallowed up, so she's a DAP 3. Look at that stem. Also a 5-lober. Everything I'm gonna show you today is 5-lobers. Nothing else has showed up. I had a 6 early on, but cut it off, and that was on the Cindy plant behind us. The 1415 water tank Rick, that's what we're gonna call that, the water tank Rick. I'm burying some and I'm staking down some. This is a porch squash. I'm gonna fill in an area about this size. So 200, 300 square foot. The other Rick gets the same setup. And it's got a DAP 2 on it, I believe. Pollinated on the, I guess that would be the 13th. A nice little 5-lober. Let's get in there and check her out. Yeah, nice little fruit. Good clean vines through there, which you'd expect at this stage of the game. Pinning things down. Oh yeah, this is castor bean, starting to kick booty. These castor beans are great, guys. I don't know if you plant them around your patch, but you should. They are a mold deterrent. I've got one there, and I've got one on the other side of Tank Rick, as opposed to Building Rick. Tomato plants, they're monsters. Real happy with them. Starting to get some blossoms. Nothing to get too excited about. A couple doubles, and maybe a little bit of a mega down in there, and a decent sized mega there. Maybe a double, I don't know. I'll let them go a little bit, actually form a fruit body, and evaluate from there. Nothing I'm just crazy impressed with. I did cut off the fork, so there's my fork cut off all my forks. There's another fork cut off, and I just did that because it makes for a cleaner plant. Is it the right thing to do? Probably not. Is J.O. or Ethan Ramey gonna see that and cringe? Yeah, they probably will. But I'm a squash grower this year. not a tomato grower. I don't know if I'm ever a tomato grower. Happy with my plants. Hate to lose so much foliage on the main, but that's okay. It's not long for this world anyway, the main leaves. And I like for the sun side to hit it, the sunshine. Probably end up taking a few of those in the next few days just to get some sunshine there, because now's the time of the year where I want to keep it as dry as a bone on that main. If it gets water, it's getting it from the sky, it's not getting it from my hose. Do have a few secondaries terminated, one on this plant, and I have a few others coming real quick. And let's see, 3 on this plant with a few more that's coming. So we're moving. The vegetative cycle is at full swing, and it's tough keeping up with it. Any dry spell I get, I'm out there trying to do work and get things buried. And I do bury. I like to bury because those roots, oh, look at there. What's that? Oh, it's Mr. Root. That's right. Shooting through that berry, getting to where it can hopefully help this plant a little bit, grow a little bit more. Look at me sweating. I'm just walking around out here sweating. It's so hot and humid. So that brings up the idea of, hey, this could be a disease situation. So I did a Ridamil Gold 2 weeks ago. That's a monthly application, and that helps with powdery mildew or any other funky monkey to set in on these plants. Mancozeb is another one. If it ever dries out a little bit, I'll do a foliar drenched Mancozeb, which is a Manzate product. Zinc really helps your plants green up, and for whatever reason, it keeps your foliage healthier longer from my experience. Your results may vary, but haven't been able to do a whole lot of fertilization just because we're wet. Probably put on a total of a liter of 0025 so far this season in anticipation of these fruit getting ready to set and rock and roll. I want some potassium in the system. A little bit of CalMag here and there, not much, maybe a cup throughout the season, which is really low for me. But from my experience, green squash tend to overreact to too much nitrogen, and CalMag has a lot of nitrogen, so I want to pace myself on the nitrogen. Hopefully not to the fault of underdoing it, but that's by design. I've ran 2 or 3 teas, at least 3 teas, worm teas, and that's just a mixture of whatnot and some worm castings to get the bacteria growing, and then spray it, drench it on the plants. Obviously, imidacloprid, I've used that a handful of times, and I haven't had pressure. I tell you what, guys, I don't know if you're talking with other growers, but like Pops getting killed by cucumber beetles, and if it wasn't for the imidacloprid, he'd be dead in the water. Other people I've seen, I mean, they're getting hammered with them. Maybe it was Doug or maybe it was Scott, but they're definitely out there. So keep an eye on your insect pressure, because if it's not here, it's coming in hot. Thanks for watching as always, guys. Hopefully in a couple weeks we're gonna have some big fruit to show. I have a low track record for squash getting a scale. They like to split on me. So we got 5 plants. Let's go hopefully get one of them, and hopefully one of these big girls. That'd be nice. Thanks for watching. Doc out.